I mean, this love started off so tender, so sweet. But now she got me smoking out the window. Must have spent 35, 45,000 up in Tiffany's. Oh, no. Got a badass kids running around my whole crib like it's Chuck E. Cheese. Put me in the chair with an expert in the UFC. Can't believe it. Just believe this bitch got me paying for trips. Diamonds on the neck, diamonds on the wrist. And here I am all alone. I'm so cold, I'm so cold. You got me out here. Smoking out the window.
Hi, Miss Sylvia.
Out the window. Singing, how could she do this to me? How could she do this to me? Oh, I know that girl belongs to only me.
Hi, Tashina.
I was wrong, 'cause she was wrong to everybody. Ooh, just the other
What's
night
up?
she was
Hi, everybody. Happy, what's today?
leaving.
Oh, Tuesday. Oh, shit. It's Tuesday. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I had a lot of business to conduct today, but I made it. Exciting things on the horizon. So exciting, it's keeping me from going to sleep. Like my head is spinning. I cannot wait to show y'all what is in the lab right now. One of my lifelong dreams is in the process of happening. So I cannot wait to bring it to you. So anyway, put your blood type in the comments. Let's get started because I don't want to keep y'all here all night. Thank you. God's timing is everything. God's timing is everything. I've been very patient. I've just been working and making a way for it to happen, and it's finally happened. You gotta wait on the Lord. I don't know why, people be getting impatient. It's coming. Just like with your healing. You're not gonna be able to rush your healing, sweetheart. If nothing makes you patient, your body healing itself will make you patient. Okay? Because you didn't mess your body up overnight. So you definitely not gonna heal it overnight. And that's why I tell everybody, you must trust the process. You keep doing what you're supposed to do, your body is going to do what it is supposed to do. Okay? Hi, Miss Melanie. I tell everybody that every day, please trust the process. Oh, what do I need to do about this? And how do I get rid of, and da da da. And I'm like, eat what you're supposed to eat, only eat your beneficial foods, and trust the process. Okay? You did not wreck your health overnight. The only thing that we have to do is to support our body's healing. How do you support your body's healing? Eating what you're supposed to eat, making sure you get enough rest, making sure you get enough water, and stop stressing. The fastest way to wreck your health is to stress out. And most people stress out about stuff you have absolutely no control over. Okay? Most people stress out about things that will never come to pass. 99% of the shit you worry about never happens. So you just wasted your time. Worrying is like walking on a treadmill thinking you're going to go somewhere. You just walking in the same place, sweetheart. You're not going to go nowhere. You just standing in the same place. Okay? So don't worry. What's for you is for you. Okay? So put your blood type in the comments. Well, hi, Charlie Bron John. What you doing down there? Come here. Hi, my love. Hi, my love. What you doing? How's your day going? You've been such a good boy today. You've been such a good boy today, Fat Daddy Cakes. What's going on, Charlie Brown John? Charlie Brown John. Charlie Brown John. What you doing? What you doing, Charlie Brown? What you doing, Charlie Brown? Okay, I gotta work. Thank you. They said hi, Fats. They said hi. I'm just gonna say it back. He said hi. So, those of you that are new to me and Fats, put new in the comments and I will explain to you what our platform is about. Okay? Top Flight! We had the new internet installed today. I don't have time to be playing around with it right now because I need this to work. Okay? But I was telling them about the new internet.
Oh,
I still have it on 5G because I don't have time to be playing around right now. I'll see how it works later. So I am Mama Trey, and I teach you how to eat according to your blood type in order to reverse your preventable diseases that you have. Okay? Hi, Jordy, they said. Hey. So most of the diseases that we all suffer from are preventable. Okay? So that means if they were preventable, you ate your way into that disease. So if you ate your way into the disease that you have, the only solution that you have is to eat your way out of it. That's the truth. That is the honest to God truth. There is no drug, no therapy, no nothing, no supplement that you are going to take that is going to cure a disease you ate your way into. Because if you do not stop eating the food that made you sick, you're going to remain sick. And this is why you haven't reversed your ailments. Okay? So, I talk about all 4 blood types. I will tell you what ailments. Yeah, that was Bruno Mars. I just changed it though because most people don't know Bruno Mars. So I just put it on my regular playlist. Okay? So, what people don't understand is that our blood is genetically linked. Hey, Miss Calorie. Our blood is genetically linked to our digestive system. So it is our digestive system that dictates what's going to digest in our body and what's not. It is our digestive system and our blood that determines what is going to create a negative chemical reaction in our body. Okay? So all 4 blood types have a different gut microbiome. So that in and of itself tells you we're not all supposed to be eating the same foods. Okay? So blood type O has more stomach acid, less digestive enzymes, and different strains of bacteria than blood type A has. Okay? So that means those 2 blood types cannot eat the same food. Okay? So if you are a blood type O, here are the ailments that you are prone to, and I will then tell you the foods that are triggering those ailments and the foods that will reverse those ailments. Okay? So as a blood type O, if you have any of these ailments, put it in the comments. First thing is insulin resistance. Okay? A lot of people don't know what insulin resistance is. Insulin resistance is when glucose is trying to get into your red blood cells and those cells won't allow it to get in. When those cells are resistant to the glucose, it causes your arteries and your veins to constrict. Okay? When your arteries and your veins constrict, that puts pressure on your heart, which then leads us to the second thing that you guys are very prone to: high blood pressure. Okay? Most people that have high blood pressure because they are insulin resistant. The bottom line is this: as a blood type O, if you have high blood pressure, it's because you're eating carbohydrates. How many of you blood type O's have high blood pressure? Put it in the comments. How many of you blood type O's have high blood pressure? Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay? The reason that you have high blood pressure is because you are insulin resistant. If you are eating carbohydrates, okay, Those carbs are triggering inflammation in your body, which is then triggering insulin resistance, which is then triggering your high blood pressure. That's the short answer. How come your doctor didn't tell you to stop eating carbohydrates? How come your doctor didn't tell you to stop eating carbohydrates so you could avoid being on prescription drugs? That would have solved your problem. How come he didn't tell you? Exactly. Because they need your money. Because they need your money. Okay? Blood type O should not be eating anything that turns into sugar in their body. That's carbs, that's starches, and anything that's triggering inflammation in your body. You should not be eating it. So the next thing that you guys are very prone to is intestinal dysbiosis, which is bad bacteria in your gut. When you have bad bacteria in your gut, and what you need to understand, everyone needs to understand this. Our bodies are mostly bacteria. Okay? Our human body is mostly bacteria. We are literally sharing this space with whole living bacteria. We have trillions of bacteria in our body and several hundred different strains of bacteria. Those different strains of bacteria can either be your bestest friend or your worst enemy. Okay? So when you have an overabundance of bad bacteria, it's because you keep feeding your body what your bacteria does not like. The best thing that you can do for yourself, because you're never going to win this battle, is to feed your body the food that the bacteria likes. Okay? So when you have an overabundance of bad bacteria, that leads you to preventable illnesses like endometriosis, alopecia, your acne, psoriasis, eczema, plaque psoriasis, rosacea, dermatitis, your IBS, your IBD, your H. pylori, your overabundance of candida, your staph, your E. coli, your urinary tract infections, your yeast infections, and then the next thing that you guys are prone to, thyroid problems. The reason that you have thyroid problems, how many of you have thyroid problems? The reason that you have thyroid problems is you have a lot of bad bacteria. That blood type unfriendly bacteria that you have in your body is causing your immune system to attack your thyroid. All of this is preventable. Okay? And then the last things are inflammation and anemia. If you have inflammation and anemia, put it in the comments. Let's get into the food. Okay? Now, let me tell you, and the acne what? I just said what causes your acne. So listen, while you're here, I need you to tap the screen. And secondly, I want you to be aware that you are probably going to become emotional. I know y'all think it's hard to believe that you might become emotional. When I say emotional, usually what that translates into is you guys become extremely defensive. Especially if you're a blood type O. I don't know why. But y'all become extremely defensive. And here's what you need to understand. If you're walking around with the disease and somebody is telling you why you have it because your doctor ain't telling you, you should probably not be mad at me. I'm not the one that did it, and I'm not the one that's not helping you. I'm the one that's helping you. Okay? So listen. The number one thing that you should never, ever, ever eat as a blood type O is wheat. Anything with wheat, anything made from wheat. The first thing that wheat does in your body is it causes a violent inflammation in your intestines. It is Tuesday. You know how it is on Tuesdays. Okay? Wheat causes a violent inflammation in your intestines. When your intestines are inflamed, all of your organs become inflamed. What you need to understand is your body only has two defense mechanisms. One is inflammation and the other is mucus. So whenever you eat something that your body views as a threat, it's going to think it's being attacked by a virus or a fungi or an unfriendly bacteria, and it's going to swell. Okay? That is going to be at the root of your weight gain, and the reason you can't lose any damn weight is because you're eating something that's keeping you in a chronically inflamed state. The number 2 thing that wheat does in your body is it converts your happy hormones, dopamine and serotonin, into anger and aggression hormones, norepinephrine and noradrenaline. So you could be perfectly happy and eat a meal of wheat and be sad and depressed or angry and aggressive. Food impacts your hormones. Everything that you eat and drink impacts your hormones. And wheat is the worst thing for your hormones. Okay? So how many of you guys are depressed? How many of you guys are anxious all the time? 50% of all Americans are clinically depressed. Ooh, I saw some interesting shit. Yesterday. So in Missouri, I don't know what's going on in Missouri, but these reports keep coming out of Missouri. In Missouri, they are putting people that have mental illnesses in nursing homes against their will. If you have a mental illness that includes depression, they are forcefully putting you in a nursing home against your will. I told you, when you are under a doctor's care, you have absolutely no rights. They can come and pick your ass up and put you wherever they want you to be. And I told y'all months ago, they're going to start putting people in nursing homes because those nursing homes are going to get a lot of money from the government. So now these nursing homes, which are privately owned, are getting a ton of money, millions and millions of dollars a year, to house the mentally ill. And your mental illness is coming from the foods that you're eating. Okay? Because when you consume wheat, y'all have to understand how nefarious this entire agenda is. All of this goes into the new agenda that is about to be rolled out if a certain person is put in office. Okay? They've already said that people with mental illnesses should not be a part of our society. They've already said, there's a guy on TikTok that has over 1 million followers that said they should be exterminated. People with mental illnesses. So here you are walking around sad and depressed, and you don't even know why you're sad and depressed. You're sad and depressed because you're sitting around eating a bunch of sandwiches and pizza and fast food and spaghetti and ramen noodles. They don't have to specify an age, sweetheart. It has nothing to do with your age. It has to do with your doctor saying that you're clinically anything. You're schizophrenic, you're bipolar, you're depressed, you're this. Now they can just throw you wherever they want to throw you. I keep telling y'all, these doctors are in on all the bullshit. So, hold on now. When you consume wheat, it stops your body from absorbing minerals and nutrients from other foods. So now you become mineral deficient. What is at the root of mental illness? Mineral deficiencies. When your body is depleted of certain minerals, that leads to your mental illness. Your bipolarism, your schizophrenia, your ADHD, your hyperactivity, even your drug and alcohol abuse is because of mineral deficiencies in the body. And then when your body is so desperate for minerals that you're not feeding it, it sucks those minerals out of your teeth and your bones. So now you're walking around with osteoporosis, osteopenia, osteoarthritis, weak teeth, your damn teeth is falling out, and gum disease. Because your body, trying to survive, you feels the need to extract minerals from your skeleton. That's what's happening. The fourth thing that wheat does in your body is it interferes with your metabolic hormones. Hormones run our metabolism. You don't just wake up with a fast metabolism, okay? When you consume wheat, it stops your metabolic hormones from turning the food into energy. The food is then turned into sugar and stored as fat. How many of y'all got slow, sluggish metabolism? You just feel tired all the time. You wake up tired. You wake up needing a cup of coffee. Okay? Put it in the comments. Wheat is the culprit. The worst thing you can ever eat as a blood type O and a blood type B, one of the worst things, is wheat. The number two thing that you should never consume if you're blood type O and blood type B is corn. What does corn do in the body? Corn stops insulin production in your body. Corn. And I know since the summertime you're thinking, oh, I love corn on the cob. Da, da, da. I'm not even talking about corn on the cob. Okay? You should stop eating corn on the cob because it simply doesn't digest in your body. And if it does digest in your body, it turns into sugar and is stored as fat. However, I'm talking about high fructose corn syrup, regular corn syrup, corn starch, corn oil, and then the most diabolical of them all is white distilled vinegar. Hi. White distilled vinegar is made from corn. And white distilled vinegar is in every condiment in your house. So your ketchup, your mustard, your mayonnaise, your salad dressings, your barbecue sauce, your hot sauce. Every condiment in your house has white distilled vinegar in it. And what's that doing? Stopping your body from making insulin. Now you can see why we have such an epidemic of diabetes in this country. Because we are a country of dippers. We are a country of sauces. If you travel around the world, you will see nobody uses condiments like Americans do. Nobody. Damn near only one sauce that they have in the whole UK. Some mystery brown sauce. I've been to London twice and I still don't understand what the hell that curry sauce is. Of all the places I've traveled, I must admit that the UK has the absolute worst food. The worst. Hands down. We dip. Okay? So between corn and wheat, here's what you should never, ever, ever eat again. Okay? It's not Worcestershire sauce, it's that curry, that brown curry gravy sauce that y'all put on everything. If you're gonna travel to the UK, I suggest taking your seasonings with you. Like, you need to take your spices with you. I had to go over to South Brixton just to find some seasoned food. Tashina, what part of London? Do you live in London? Where do you live? It was a long trip. Let's just say that. So anyway, here's what you should never ever eat again as a blood type O. Barley, cornflakes, cornmeal, hominy, polenta, all corn grains. That includes popcorn. That includes grits. No, not my grits. Also, cream of wheat, Amir, Familia, Farina, Farro, gluten flour, graham flour, grape nuts, grits, kamut, masticum, papadum, lentil flour, puffed wheat 7 grain, shredded wheat, sorghum, wheat bran, wheat germ, bulgur wheat, durum wheat, semolina wheat. Semolina wheat is all of your pastas. Your macaroni, hi Shivani, your macaroni, your spaghetti, your fettuccine, your lasagna, even your ramen noodles are all made from semolina wheat. Whole wheat grain, whole wheat flour, white flour, sprouted wheats. All of that is what's at the root of y'all's problems. Because if you have high blood pressure, those are the first 2 things you should never ever eat again. Because number 1, they trigger inflammation in your body. Number 2, that causes your insulin resistance. And number 3, that insulin resistance shoots your blood pressure up. So the things that I'm telling you guys about right now is why your blood pressure is high. The number 3 thing that you should never ever eat again as a blood type O is dairy foods. Blood type O and blood type A can never have dairy, ever, ever. Okay? The number 1 thing that dairy does in your body is it triggers inflammation. So you want to know why your blood pressure is high? Because of your love of dairy foods. That trigger lasts 3 days in your body? Well, yeah. Because it takes 3 days for things to cycle out of your system. Okay? It takes 3 days. Dairy is extremely dangerous to blood type O's and blood type A. The next thing that dairy does in your body is it creates an overabundance of bad bacteria in your gut. Albert, go and get the foods list. Click the link on my page and download the foods list. Most of the stuff that I tell y'all is not in this book. What I am telling you is your foods list. Okay? I just made some rice milk. For what? For your hair? So you're just gonna drink straight sugar? Is that what you're saying? I'm confused. I'm glad I can help. Hi. Listen. The first thing that dairy does in your body is it triggers inflammation. Second thing that it does is it shoots up your blood pressure. Third thing that it does is creates an overabundance of yeast and candida in your body. I don't have a time for my live to start. I'm usually here around 6 or 7 Eastern time. Okay? Sometimes it's 8. Today it was 8:30. You just gotta look for me. Okay? Those are the top 3 things you should immediately cut out of your diet. Okay? But here are the rest of the things you should immediately cut out of your diet. Because what y'all have to you have to grasp this concept. If you are suffering from any ailments, it's because you ate your way into that ailment. The only way to cure yourself and to reverse that ailment is to, number 1, stop eating that. You're never going to heal your body if you continue to eat the thing that's hurting you. The number 2 thing is to start eating the things you're supposed to eat so now your body can heal itself. Our bodies are fully capable of healing themselves if we get out of the way. We're the ones preventing our healing because you're continuing to eat the thing that made you sick, and you are not giving your body what it needs to heal up. That is proper food, proper rest, proper water, some damn sunlight, okay? And for you to stop stressing out. This is super simple shit, guys, okay? Here are the other things that are triggering inflammation in your body and raising your blood pressure. Kidney beans, lentils, bacon, navy beans, potatoes. Let's talk about these potatoes. Because for some reason, people always seem to need some sort of clarification on these potatoes. For O is Japanese sweet potato, like I just said. If anything that turns into sugar in your body is a problem, why would you eat potatoes, ma'am? I don't care what nationality the potato is. It's a simple question. If anything that turns into sugar in your body is a problem for blood type O, why would you continue to eat anything that turns into sugar in your body? Starch, not so much what? Starch, not so much what? How many of y'all have kidney problems? You're being filtered, where you're probably saying something that you're not allowed to say if you're being censored. If you're being filtered, it's because you're saying something that TikTok won't allow you to say. This is the part of the program where everybody gets emotional. I warned you that you would get emotional, but you have to understand that your emotions are rising from your addiction to carbohydrates. Y'all will stop eating meat so you can continue to eat carbs. The reason that most of y'all went vegan is because you cannot let go of carbs. You can easily let go of meat, but you cannot let go of carbohydrates. And this is at the root of your problems. If you have kidney issues, your kidney issues more than likely came from you eating potatoes. Potatoes are extremely high in potassium. That's number one. Number two, it turns into straight sugar in your body. Potassium is extremely hard on your kidneys, and you eating a bunch of root vegetables, starchy root vegetables, is hard on your body. Period. What's a typo? Hear me. This is the part where common sense has to be employed. Okay? Everyone's gotten to a point where they don't want to think about anything. Okay? Only you know what's going on with your body. Okay? If you are a blood type O and you're dealing with high blood pressure, you're dealing with inflammation, you're dealing with all of these ailments that come from bad bacteria in your gut. If it says that sweet potatoes benefit you on your foods list is for a perfectly healthy person. In order for a foods list to be created, it has to be created with a mindset of whoever's reading this is a healthy person. Most of y'all are not healthy. Only you know what your body is dealing with. Okay? I know for me, I was dealing with inflammation. I was dealing with menopause. I was dealing with anemia. Okay? I had pain from head to toe. So why would I eat something that's going to contribute to my inflammation when I'm trying to rid my body of inflammation? If I have kidney problems, why would I eat something that's going to exacerbate my kidney problems? If I'm dealing with anemia, why would I eat something that does not improve my anemia? Okay? So, what you guys have to start doing when you get your foods list, keep in mind, what am I trying to eat my way out of? And will a potato help me get there? The answer is never. There's never going to be a time in your life that any potato, I don't care what nation it came from, I don't care what color it is, I don't care what you call it in your language, there's never going to be a time that a potato is going to improve your health. Never. Okay? Because y'all are just trying to find a way to keep carbs in your life. And it is the carbs that have caused all of these issues in your body. So why y'all be fighting like R. Kelly in the comments to continue to eat the thing that's at the root of your problems? Leave the potatoes at the store. They don't need to be in your body. Okay? If it is a white potato, that white potato immediately triggers inflammation. Why? Because it is literally putting a phytotoxin into your body that makes your body believe it's being attacked by a virus, a fungi, or toxins and bacteria. Immediately. Okay? Because it is a nightshade vegetable. All nightshade vegetables emit a phytotoxin in order to protect themselves from being eaten by you. So that is potatoes, tomatoes, which is another thing you're never supposed to eat. These two things immediately trigger your inflammation, which is then triggering your insulin resistance, which is then raising your blood pressure. So why do you have high blood pressure? These things that I'm telling you right now. Potatoes are most of it. Bread, pasta is most of it. Corn is most of it. Dairy is most of it. Y'all can control your high blood pressure without drugs if you stop eating the things that are raising your blood pressure. Cakes would be under the wheat category, sweetheart. You do not make a cake without flour. Flour comes from wheat. Cakes is the end result of wheat. Okay? I'm not talking about sweet potatoes no more. You can have my portion of sweet potatoes. If you want to cure your body as a blood type O, y'all need to let go of the carbohydrates in whatever form they come in. Period. I don't know how hard that is for you. Why is that so hard for y'all to accept? How many of y'all crave carbohydrates? Put it in the comments. I'm about to tell you why you crave them. If you crave carbohydrates and you cannot imagine your life without carbohydrates, put it in the comments. The reason that you cannot imagine your life without carbohydrates is because you have a stomach full of worms. Those worms want you to eat carbs because that is what they feed on. You have whole living parasites in your intestines right now that are sending messages from your gut to your brain saying, I need a potato. That's what's happening. You have parasites, baby cakes. Parasites also give you insomnia. If you up and staring at your ceiling at night, it's because you have a stomach full of worms. How do you get rid of those parasites? Yeah, that's exactly right. Because as a blood type O, your body should never crave sugar. But if you're craving sugar, it's because you have worms that want to be fed. How do you eject these worms from your body? Pumpkin. Parasites hate pumpkins. They hate pumpkin seeds. They hate pumpkin soup. They hate roasted pumpkin. They hate pumpkin. Even dogs. Pumpkin ejects parasites from dogs. Y'all need to have a bag of pumpkin seeds in your possession every day of your freaking life. If you're a blood type O and a blood type A, pumpkin ejects parasites from your intestines. If you want to get rid of these cravings, you got to get rid of the parasites. Problem solved. I don't care if the pumpkin seeds are raw, cooked, seasoned up, put some cinnamon on them. It does not matter. That is what is going to rid your body of parasites. And you have to do this every day. Okay, you having a monthly or every 6 month detox, you're just letting a bunch of parasites build up and inhabit your guts, and then every 6 months you're going to expel them. No, you are eating foods every day that put parasites into your body, so you need to every day get them out. Parasites love dark leafy greens, and y'all love a raw smoothie. Why the fuck are you drinking raw smoothies? You trying to figure out how you got these parasites? Because your ass is drinking raw kale smoothies, raw spinach smoothies. Parasites love raw leafy greens. Love it. What's it sound like, ma'am? What does a raw smoothie sound like? Here are the other things that are raising your blood pressure and inflaming your body. Corn oil, food additives, guar gum, and carrageenan. Okay? I didn't say you could not have any salads, but I'm telling you that when you're eating those things, you're getting parasites. Shouldn't you know what you're putting in your mouth? Shouldn't you know? If we can't have carbs, spinach is about all that's left. No, it's not. It's not. Okay? Shouldn't you know everything that you put in your mouth? You should know what every single thing you eat is doing in your body. That's what eating according to your blood type teaches you, because you will then feel everything that your body is experiencing when you get on this journey. In your first 7 days, you are going to figure this shit out. I have the old cookbook. What old cookbook? What old cookbook, ma'am? Okay? You've been in this body for decades and you don't even know how it processes food. But that very first 7 days that you start eating only the beneficial foods for your blood type, you are going to see exactly how your body processes food. You're going to have so many aha moments. Can I have sauteed? Yes, cook your vegetables. Cook them, blanch them, cook them or blanch them. Okay? Can we do the raw green drinks after thoroughly? You can do whatever you want. Y'all just don't, y'all are hard-headed as the fuck. Y'all continue to try to outsmart your body, and there's never going to be a day in your entire life that you're going to be smarter than your body. I don't care if you live to be 1,000 years old, you are never going to outwit your body. Ever. What can we have? What can we have? Y'all love complicated. You O's love fucking drama. I'm telling you how to simplify your life and heal your body. You, well, what about? Well, what about? Well, how about? What if I? Anywho, so let's talk about bad bacteria. No, I'm not cutting up today. This is mild. This is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. Okay? And I don't cut up. I tell y'all the truth. Y'all are so upset by the truth because you've been lied to your entire freaking life. So the minute you hear the truth, You fight against it. You've been lied to from day one through advertising and marketing. You think that the stuff that you've been doing for yourself is making you healthy, but you're all sick. So if the shit that you've been doing is making you healthy, why you sick? Why do you have a disease? You should not have any diseases if what you're doing works. You can't be sick and skeptical. You can't be sick and hard-headed. You can't. Either you want to get better or you don't. Okay? For once in your life, let your mindset be, I'm going to fucking relax and do what I'm told. Okay? Because this is what your body wants. Everything that I'm telling you is what your body wants. Be glad I'm not a fucking doctor. Your doctor has been lying to you since day one. If your doctor was worth 5 cents, why you sick? How come you're not healed? Think about the medical industry. They get paid because you're sick. It would make more sense to me that your doctor doesn't make a dime until he heals you up. Why should it? Can you go? Why does your mechanic get paid? Because he fucking fixes your car. Why would you pay your mechanic to not fix your car? You are paying your fucking mechanic and he never fixes your car. That's your doctor. And then you got an attitude with me. Make it make sense. You have been brainwashed to depend on mechanics that never fix your car. And you keep going back to the same dumb mechanic. He doesn't tell you what's wrong with your car. He doesn't tell you how to fix your car. He just puts a Band-Aid on it. Can you imagine going and getting your flat fixed and they just put a Band-Aid on it and send you home with your flat ass tire? That's your doctor. You coming in to buy a whole new tire and the mechanic says, oh no, let's just patch it up. And then your tire goes flat again. And you got to go back to the mechanic. And you keep saying, oh, can I please get a new tire? No, we're just going to patch it up. That's your doctor. And the sad part about it is you don't expect him to fix you. You have been brainwashed to believe that the drugs that they give you are helping you. Every single drug that you take maintains your disability. Every single drug that you take maintains that disease. Why? Because they will never make money if they heal you up. You have been literally maintaining the disease that you have. Hi. If you've had sarcoidosis for 6.5 years, like I did, I literally was taking drugs to keep my body full of sarcoidosis. I did not cure myself from sarcoidosis until I fired my doctor and got off the drugs. Because every single drug that you take prevents your body from healing. Because every single drug that you take fills your body with toxins and makes it impossible for your body to heal itself. You have been lied to, my friends. The entire industry is built the way it's built and is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. That's why 70% of all Americans is on at least one prescription drug. 70%. And as long as you are under a doctor's care, you have absolutely no rights. They can come and pick your ass up and throw you in the nearest mental ward for shits and giggles. And there is nothing legally you can do about it because your doctor controls you. And you have signed away your rights because you are listening to that doctor. The only way you get autonomy over your body is to get your ass off them drugs and fire that fucking doctor. I don't give it. Your doctor doesn't love you. Because you would never see your doctor again if you ain't had no fucking insurance. Your doctor would not treat you for free, sweetheart. So your doctor does not love you back. You are in an unrequited relationship with your doctor. Because let you lose that insurance. You'll never see that fucking doctor again. He ain't gonna remember your name, sweetie. Try it. Boop. Y'all always talking about gold diggers, and y'all got a gold digger right on your payroll right now. Y'all worried about some bitches, and you got a gold digger on your payroll right now. That's the gold digger, sweetheart. At least a chick, you getting some pussy out of it. The fuck? So, let's talk about this bad bacteria in your gut. You're being hoodwinked. You are being hoodwinked. Okay? I'm sorry to be so harsh, but some of y'all need to be slapped around. Me slapping you around, in a lot of cases, is literally saving your life. So no, be glad I'm not a doctor, because I can never tell y'all this information if I was. Okay? And I would never want to be a part of a community that I make my livelihood off of you being sick. I am a healer. I am not a doctor. Those are two totally different things. So, let's talk about this bad bacteria in your gut. Tap the screen and share the live. Okay? Absolutely. I mean, we don't have no time to be lied to anymore. Y'all not frustrated by people lying to us? Y'all ain't frustrated by that? We've been lied. That's why everybody feels so depressed about things, because more and more and more of this information keeps coming out, and you're like, well, we can't even do this, we can't even drink water, we're finding out all of this information. Oh yes, all of this information is finally coming out. Okay, just like our gut is our body's first brain. The reason that we were never taught that our gut is our body's first brain is because we would never have eaten any of this shit we've been eating if we had known that. We would have been very discriminatory about the things we put in our body, because we would then know that everything we eat impacts our emotions, everything that we eat impacts our immune system, everything that we eat impacts our hormones. They've never wanted us to know any of this stuff. And now that we're finding it out, they're pissed about it. This is why they try to shut down these platforms, because they don't want y'all to know this shit. Even when this information first came out, they stopped telling people what their blood type was. Because then, if you knew what your blood type was and you knew the foods that you were supposed to be eating, you would never be sick and you would reverse your ailments. So all the way up into 32 years ago, doctors were putting your blood type on your birth certificate. Now you gotta fight tooth and nail to get your blood type from your doctor. Why is that? The most basic thing about your body should be free for you to know. Your blood type is the most basic thing about your body. Why is it that they won't tell you? They have literally made laws that say the only way that they can tell you what your blood type is if you are having a surgery. Even if you're in an accident, they will not tell you your blood type. And I told y'all this last year, like, People are like, oh no, my doctor will tell me. I'm like, they won't, sweetie. They won't. Okay? Yeah, if you go and get a transfusion or surgery is the only way they'll tell you what your blood type is. And then you have a bunch of women walking around thinking that their blood type is Rh negative. And the only reason that it's women is because your OBGYN will tell you that you are Rh negative, because if you get pregnant by an Rh positive person, there is a likelihood that your body will abort the fetus. Because your body will attack it. Because you're Rh negative and Rh positive, your body is Rh negative, it's going to attack anything that's in your body that's Rh positive. That's why you have to get a RhoGAM shot. I know this firsthand. That's why I have a 32-year-old son today. Okay? Yeah, even if it's why isn't it in your chart? Why should you have to message your doctor? The insurance companies do not pay for blood tests, but they will test your blood for every disease under the sun, but they won't tell you. First of all, your doctor knows your blood type. If he's run all these tests for diabetes and all these other things, they know your blood type. The thing is, they're not paid to tell you. Now, at the doctor's office, they will charge you $400 to get your blood test done. And it's the same test that you can buy on Amazon for $10. So if you do not know what your blood type is or what your kids' blood types are, go to Amazon and get the Eldon blood typing kit. It'll cost you $10. Okay? It's 99% reliable. These things have been around 40 years. We're being scammed. You definitely need to know what your kids' blood types are. That Amazon tea is so easy to read. What Amazon tea? Can you explain the Rh positive and negative thing again? Your Rh factor. It was $3, remember? I mean, it was $6. When I first started telling y'all about this, the Eldon blood typing kit was $6. Now it's damn near $12. Because I done sent so many people over there to get that damn test. Eldon, E-L-D-O-N, the Eldon blood typing kit. Rh is the factor of our blood. Everybody is either Rh positive or Rh negative. So when somebody says my blood type is B positive, that's their Rh factor. Somebody says I'm O negative, that's their Rh factor. So your type is O, but your factor is either positive or negative. Okay? That does not impact your food at all. So if you are an O negative or positive, you're just O. Okay? It does not impact your food at all. All right? So let's talk about this bad bacteria. What y'all don't understand is our bodies are mostly bacteria. Okay? So we have trillions of bacteria in our body and hundreds of different strains. Those different strains of bacteria do different processes in your body. Okay? There is one particular strain of bacteria that could make you a diabetic. And the drugs that they give you for diabetes are to tame that particular strain of bacteria. So bacteria is extremely important. There's never going to be a time that you're going to rid your body of bacteria. It's impossible. Okay? All you can do is make friends with that bacteria. That bacteria is here to stay. You are sharing your body with bacteria. Okay? So the only thing we can do is feed that bacteria what it likes. The reason that most of you have these ailments, if you have any of these things, put it in the comments. Alopecia, endometriosis, urinary tract infections, yeast infections, IBS, IBD, H. pylori, staph, E. coli, certain stomach cancers, acne, psoriasis, eczema, dermatitis, rosacea, COPD, depression, anxiety. All of those things come from bad bacteria in your gut. What creates bad bacteria in blood type O's? This food that I'm telling you is what your bacteria hates. And when you keep feeding your body what bacteria hates, it creates dis-ease. The number one thing is dairy foods. How many of y'all got thyroid issues? Because your thyroid issues also come from bad bacteria in your gut. Because that bacteria causes your immune system to attack your thyroid. Look at that. The number one thing is dairy food. Because dairy foods creates an overabundance of candida in your body. So now you're walking around with a whole bunch of yeast in your body. How do you maintain what, ma'am? What else is creating bad bacteria in your gut? Corn, again. Potatoes, again. You have to feed your body what your bacteria likes to eat. I'll tell you that in a minute. If y'all don't have your foods list, click my name. It will bring up a white thing with my face and name on it. Click my name. It'll take you off the page, off the live, and to my page. Click the link on my page, download your foods list, only eat the beneficial foods, and in the first 7 days, you are going to lose 7 to 10 pounds of inflammation. Simply eating what you're supposed to be eating. Effortless. No measuring, no calorie counting, no nothing. The inflammation is just going to fall off. Okay? You'll see. And the most important thing is you're going to feel better than you have in decades. You're going to have energy through the roof. You're going to sleep all night. Your skin is going to start clearing up. The most important thing is your mood is going to be amazing. Okay? You lost 11 pounds? Told you. So hold on. Here are all of the things that your body's bacteria hates. Dairy, corn, potatoes, rhubarb, and oranges. Our bodies hate, all of us, every blood type, hates oranges and orange juice. And y'all have been lied to your entire life talking about how healthy orange juice is for you. It is literally the worst. If you don't have any inflammation, you won't lose any inflammation, ma'am. Most people are inflamed because, and here's what you need to understand. If you are eating foods you're not supposed to eat and you don't become inflamed, then something is really wrong with your body. I know you slim people think that slim means healthy, and it doesn't. My mama was 118 pounds when she stroked out at 41. My mother was 118 pounds her entire life. Okay? Slim means nothing. My brother stroked out at 28. Slim. Your body is designed to battle shit that's not supposed to be in it. So if your body is not defending you from you eating the wrong shit, something is really wrong. Oranges and orange juice, tangerines, cuties, all of those things are oranges. Okay? Stop trying to outwit your body. Well, what about cuties? What about, you know what an orange is. Your body knows what an orange is. Okay? Please stop. The fastest way to reverse anything in your body is to stop feeding it. Stop feeding what your body hates. Orange juice is the devil. And every single time, I probably could have gotten over COVID a lot faster the last time not this time, but the last time I had it, if I'd never been drinking orange juice. Because 70% of our immune system is in our gut. So you're drinking something that's creating more bad gut bacteria. It took me 3 weeks to get over COVID a couple of years ago. It took me 7 days to get over COVID this time. We are being bamboozled. We are being bamboozled. So let's talk about leaky gut. Leaky gut is when you have been eating food for so long that is making your intestines soft. So now your soft intestines are allowing food particles to escape your intestines and just swim around in your gut. Y'all better be careful with that grape. First of all, y'all don't need to be drinking no juice. Today's juice is just sugar water. There is no nutritional value in juice. Because the nutrition is in the pulp of the fruit. The worst thing y'all can drink is apple juice. Apple juice, orange juice, grapefruit juice. Anytime you're drinking grapefruit juice and you're on prescription drugs, it stops your prescription drugs from being effective. Your doctor didn't tell you that? That little pamphlet that comes on your drugs should tell you not to drink no grapefruit juice. If you want some fruit, eat the fruit. Because at least you're getting the fiber. But don't eat no oranges. Okay? So let's talk about this leaky gut. Okay? So y'all just gonna sit here and just list all the fruits and all the juices. I said what I said. Why are you drinking all this cranberry juice? You got UTIs? Do you know that there are cranberry capsules that you can take? Do you know that there are whole cranberries that you can eat? I got a bag of frozen cranberries in my freezer right now. Here's what's making your intestines soft. Tomatoes, corn again, dairy food again, vinegar. The most common vinegar that you guys eat, the most common vinegar that everyone eats is white distilled vinegar. White distilled vinegar is made from corn. Corn stops insulin production in your body. Every condiment in your house has vinegar. So that means every condiment in your house is making your intestines soft. Your ketchup, your mustard, your mayonnaise, your barbecue sauce, your hot sauce, every salad dressing you have in your house has vinegar in it. You are going to feel so much better, Miss Bernadette, when you go get your foods list. And when you guys get your foods list and you look at the avoid section, you'll know exactly why you've been in pain. You'll know exactly why you're sick. You'll know exactly why you have the disease you have. Because you've been eating all the shit you were never supposed to eat. So let's talk about, hold on, what else makes your intestines soft? Coffee. Not only does coffee make your intestines soft and make you have leaky gut, but it also stops collagen production in your body. And then they go out and create an entire industry for collagen and then tell you to put the collagen in your coffee. Why would they need to create an industry for collagen? Because y'all are drinking that much coffee. This is why you're aging prematurely. This is why this new generation looks older than the previous 2-3 generations. I'm 55, and I know I look way younger than a lot of people. And I don't have no makeup on. Coffee sucks all the moisture out of your skin. It's acidic, okay? And it stops collagen production. Collagen is necessary for you to have healthy skin, hair, and nails, and cartilage between your joints and your bones. I don't care if it's mushroom coffee, onion coffee, broccoli coffee, it's still coffee. Okay, let's talk about this thyroid. How many of y'all got thyroid problems again? Remember when I told you about the bad bacteria? Thank you. Remember when I told y'all about this bad bacteria in your gut and how that affects your thyroid? Well, there are 4 vegetables that create non-blood type friendly bacteria in your gut. So not only does cow's milk products, which is dairy, corn, potatoes, rhubarb, and oranges create bad bacteria, but so does cabbage, cauliflower, mustard greens, and Brussels sprouts. Those vegetables creates a non-blood type friendly bacteria in your gut that causes your immune system to attack your thyroid. So if your immune system is attacking an organ, that your immune system believes that that organ does not belong in your body. And your thyroid is extremely important. Your thyroid secretes 3 different hormones. The body has 44 hormones. Men and women have the same hormones. 44. 3 of them your thyroid secretes. One of those hormones controls the temperature of your body. So if your thyroid is not working properly, you're never going to be able to control the temperature of your body. And if you have your thyroid removed, that means you're going the rest of your life without being able to control the temperature of your body. Which is crazy to me. How many of y'all have a slow and sluggish metabolism? How about cocoa? What about it? How about some fucking water? Y'all just can't drink no water? How about some green tea? Anywho, if you have a slow, sluggish metabolism, it is because there are foods that you're eating that interfere with your metabolic hormones, okay? Our metabolism is run by hormones. So when you eat certain foods like wheat, kidney beans, and navy beans, man, hold on, my iPad is not plugged up. I was about to cut y'all off. Hold on a second. No, A is next. Hang on, folks. We're good. We are good. Okay, so if you have a slow and sluggish metabolism, it's because you're eating wheat, kidney beans, and navy beans. The lectins in those 3 things literally interfere with your metabolic hormones, and it stops those hormones from converting food into energy, and now it converts food into sugar and stores it as fat. This is why you're tired and sluggish. Hey, Miss Slip and Slide, how you doing? Miss Slip and Slide sent me a video of her and her grandbaby watching me on live yesterday. And that baby was hanging on every word I said. It was so cute. Go get your foods list. You're not supposed to be eating any carbs, ma'am. Is the half-gallon green tea at Publix okay to drink? It sounds like to me you already bought it. Why can't you just get some green tea bags? Just get some tea bags. What? Why y'all be making shit harder than it has to be? Huh? Exactly. He wants some sweet tea. Let's turn this around for blood type O. You can put lemon in it, but why do you need honey? I am literally drinking a pot of tea right now. Did y'all hear me putting any honey in anything? Did you hear me stirring anything up? You are addicted to sugar. And you are going to try to find a way to get some sweet in your body because you have parasites. Just drink the freaking tea. You're going to be just fine. Okay? You know it has sugar in it. Okay? It only takes 3 days to cycle sugar out of your body. The first 3 days of doing anything is the hardest. Whether that's a new job, a new relationship, a new way of eating, okay? After the first 3 days, especially if you're drinking a bunch of water and eating some damn pumpkin seeds, you should be over this sugar craving, okay? You should be over it in 3 days. You'll be fine. If I could get off drugs in 3 days, you can get off sugar in 3 days. And I was addicted to drugs. From the doctor. Not crack. But some of y'all are sounding like crackheads right now. It's giving crackish behavior. But what about honey? Can I put some honey in it? What about? I have the whole pot sitting here. I warm this up the entire time I'm on here. I warm it up like 18 times. Hot tea. Okay? So how do we turn this around? Let's first start dealing with this inflammation. Because if we reduce the inflammation, that's going to make you less insulin resistant, and that's what's going to bring your blood pressure down. So what is going to help you reduce inflammation in your body? Okay? The number one thing is omega-3 containing fish. Fish that is high in omega-3s will help to bring that inflammation down. Here are the 4 fish that are extremely healthy for blood type O. Cod, halibut, red snapper, and trout. Gosh, if I was an O, I would eat rainbow trout at least 3-4 times a week. Freaking love rainbow trout. Steelhead trout. Steelhead trout tastes very much like salmon, but y'all don't benefit from salmon. Okay? I just want y'all to know that because y'all always ask me. That's a no. What else is anti-inflammatory? Walnuts, hazelnuts, flaxseed oil, parsnips, peas, pineapple. Y'all should everybody should try to get pineapple into their body every day. Pineapple is the most underrated fruit on the planet. Okay? Underrated. What about parsley? Go get your foods list. Okay? Let's talk about what foods do your bacteria want. And I used to eat steelhead trout all the time, and I'm not even supposed to be eating no trout. I had no idea. Okay? It is cheaper than salmon. What does your bacteria want? You have been lied to because all these people keep telling y'all to eat this Greek yogurt. That's what's going to help with gut health and prebiotics and probiotics. It's a lie. Those people knew exactly what they were doing. 86% of the U.S. population is to never, ever, ever eat dairy food. And they're telling you that, oh, you're going to get great gut health if you eat Activia yogurt. Lies. makes your gut health worse. Here is what your gut bacteria loves. Onions. I had meat. Guess what I had for dinner last night? I had some calf liver that I cooked in my air fryer with some white onion and some cabbage. I know it doesn't sound great, but it was delicious because I put some suya powder on it. How many of y'all Nigerian? Y'all know what suya is? I seasoned up my liver with suya powder and put it in my grill, my Ninja grill air fryer thing. Cut up a white onion, put that in there. So good. Remember, I had anemia. So about twice a month, I'll eat either some liver or some lamb just to keep my anemia at bay. Because remember, food is medicine. Okay? So, onions. Blood type O benefits from all the onions. Y'all need to get onions into your body every day. Suya. O's really can't have it because y'all are not supposed to be eating any peanuts. I benefit from peanuts. Okay? Y'all don't. And suya powder has peanuts in it, so don't get that. If you're blood type A or blood type AB, then you can have that powder. Yeah, it's a little spicy. But y'all can have cayenne pepper. Pecans don't benefit nobody. But anyway, what else does your bacteria like? String beans, broccoli, escarole, chicory, Swiss chard, and kale. This is all y'all need to make your bacteria happy. If you're dealing with any of those bad bacteria related ailments, y'all should be eating this shit every day. Y'all should be getting some broccoli in your system every day. Y'all should be getting some onions in your system every day. If you're going to eat kale, cook it. Okay? Walnuts are, I mentioned walnuts already. Walnuts benefit y'all and they are anti-inflammatory. I eat walnuts every day. I keep a bag of Sam's Club walnuts on my dresser, and when I think about it, I just grab a handful of them and eat them. Okay? Blood type O cannot have cabbage. Y'all do not need a bunch of fermented anything because you already have a stomach full of acid. Y'all don't need any help in that department. Okay? Plus, you cannot eat cabbage because it messes up your thyroid. Okay? What is going to completely change your life as a blood type O? What is going to raise your dopamine and your serotonin so that your mood is elevated every day? What's going to speed up your metabolism so that you drop weight super fast? What is going to give you a proper night's sleep? Get rid of that anemia, make that skin glow and pop. Red meat. Remember, it's not just beef. Red meat. That's beef, that's lamb, that's venison. I found a grocery store here that sells venison steaks. Deer, mutton, buffalo, all the red meats except goats. Goat is on your neutral list. Okay? All the red meats. I just had a beef steak with onions and broccoli. How you feeling right now? I know you are feeling amazing. The very first piece of red meat that y'all eat, when you start on this journey, you're going to feel incredible. Put in the comments how you felt the very first time you had a piece of red meat after you got this information. Just put in the comments. Watch this. Because everybody here is skeptical. Everybody. Everybody was like, nuh-uh. It's impossible. There's no way. The first sign that something that you ate was wrong for you is if you fall asleep. Okay? Food is supposed to give you energy. thought of me? No, I don't know what John Moles is. I usually get my goat from Restaurant Depot. You felt fuller longer? Good. That's why I said, everybody's like, I'm supposed to eat beef 3 times a day. I'm like, you don't have enough stomach space to be eating no beef 3 times a day. Okay? Because what's happening is your body is going to fully digest that beef. Whereas in the past, if you ate beef, the reason that it didn't fully digest was because every time y'all ate some beef or some red meat, you ate it with a carb. So anytime that you eat proteins and carbs together, the protein is not going to fully digest. So you haven't been getting the benefits and all of those minerals and nutrients from your red meat because you haven't been fully digesting it. The carbs are the problem. Blood type O was never meant to eat carbs. You were never meant to eat bread. Your genetic ancestors are Africa. You don't see somebody going out on the Serengeti and killing an antelope and then dragging it back to the fire and making antelope sandwiches. No, I'm not a vegan. Nobody should be vegan. You should not be vegan. Y'all are choosing a lifestyle that is completely against your genetics. And then you're wondering why you're sick. You're choosing a lifestyle for what reason are y'all vegan? I'm just trying to figure that out. What is the thought process behind it? Vegan and vegetarian are literally the worst marketing campaign diet ever sold to us. Okay? More people have gotten sick and died from veganism and vegetarianism than anybody has gotten eating red meat. You've been lied to, boo-boo. Anytime somebody creates a diet, it's to sell you products. They're trying to make you eat fake meats. And those fake meats are full of oils your body can't digest. That's going to immediately trigger inflammation in your body. And then you're only vegetarian because you want to continue to eat carbohydrates. None of y'all have reversed any diseases being vegan. So I'm still trying to figure out what's the purpose. To get rid of parasites, if you're blood type O and blood type A, you need to be eating some pumpkin. Are eggs horrible for AB? Eggs are horrible because they're full of estrogen. Chickens are full of estrogen. So how can chickens have eggs that are not full of estrogen? And if you are a man eating a bunch of foods that raise your estrogen, it's automatically going to lower your testosterone. To reverse MS, the first thing you need to do is to stop eating foods that raise your estrogen. Autoimmune diseases feed on estrogen. What is going to help? I'm low in estrogen. Ma'am, first of all, you need to stop being vegan. First and foremost. Okay? Your cousin is obsessed with vegan and work out all the time. I think that person is obsessed with being skinny. And when you are a skinny vegan, you've just lost all your muscle. What you do not understand is when you become vegan and vegetarian, you are literally depleting your body of muscle. Your body has to have muscle. You cannot breathe without it. Your heart will not work correctly without it. You must have protein. And y'all are out here trying to make protein when you're supposed to be eating the world's most perfect protein, which is red meat. And once you have lost that muscle, it is difficult to get it back. And as you age, you must have more protein, not less. What cleanses your pancreas if you have diabetes? Would you think that cleansing your pancreas is going to take away your diabetes, man? If you have diabetes, you should be eating according to your blood type. Your diabetes, a lot of times, is coming from you having a particular strain of bacteria called alpha glucosidase. Okay? I'm 6'4", 250 at 56, and I've been vegetarian for 50 years. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Doesn't mean you're right, sir. You could have been doing something all your life. Doesn't mean you're right. And what works for you ain't gonna work for somebody else. Okay? You just told me your statistics, but you didn't tell me how many diseases you have and how many prescription drugs you on. Now, if you would have said, I've been vegetarian for 50 years and I'm in perfect health and I'm not on no prescription drugs and my PP works the way it's supposed to work, then we can talk about some shit. But that ain't what you said. You said you're 6'4", 250. Miss Nelly, go get your foods. Do you know your blood type, Miss Nelly? I'm just saying, as a vegan and vegetarian, if you are blood, sir, and what is your blood type? So you don't know your blood type. First things first, let's back up. First things first, we must find out what your blood type is, because diabetes is completely reversible. Okay? There have been several people here who are coming off them drugs, whose diabetes, their numbers are crazy in a very short amount of time. So first things first, if y'all don't know your blood type, go to Amazon and get the Eldon blood typing kit. It'll cost you around $10. You'll find out in 5 minutes. After that, go click the link on my page to get your foods list. Only eat the beneficial foods and watch how your numbers improve in a very short amount of time. Let me turn my lights on. Turn the lights on. Okay, so hold on. Let's talk about this thyroid. Your chronic kidney disease went from stage 4 to stage 3. Keep going, Miss Rebecca. Keep going. What's the T on keto? Keto is a whole made-up diet, sir. You need to be drinking tea that goes with your blood type. Go get your foods list. There's a whole section for beverage. Okay? There's a whole beverage section that tells you what teas benefit you based on your blood type. Okay? High fat. So if you have thyroid issues, you should be adding more turmeric to your diet and also sea vegetables. Because when you eat sea vegetables like bladderwrack, kombu, nori, kelp, sea moss, seaweed, all of those things increases your body's iodine, and iodine protects your thyroid. Okay? So start adding those things. If you just had a steak with some seaweed, a seaweed salad, perfect meal for y'all. If you had if you have thyroid issues, if you had a piece of red meat and a seaweed salad and a glass of pineapple juice, you would feel amazing. Not only that, you'll probably lose 2 pounds overnight. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what's going to happen. Okay? So what is going to repair your leaky gut? Chicory, onions, peas, prunes, maitake mushrooms, beet greens, collard greens, and fava beans. Collard greens benefit everybody. Did y'all know that collard greens have 9 grams of protein per serving? collard greens have 9 grams of protein. So if you just had some red meat and some collard greens and some pineapple juice, you lost 14 pounds? Fantastic. That's a perfect meal. Piece of red meat, a side of collard greens, and some pineapple juice. Okay? So if you do not have your foods list, just click my name. When the white thing pops up, hit my name again, click the link on my page, and download your foods list. Okay? So where's blood type A? Is POC meat red meat? I don't know what a POC is, sweetie. What the hell is a POC? That sounds disgusting. You might want to Google that. What the hell is a POC? I'm a blood type B. I'm not vegan. I'm almost diabetes. Well, blood type B has the highest population of diabetics. That's because of that particular strain of bacteria you have in your gut. I'll talk about B next. Okay? So as a blood type A, you are literally the complete opposite of blood type O. Blood type O has the strongest immune system, the strongest cardiovascular system. They gain muscle mass super quick. It only takes 2 things to keep them happy and healthy. That is high intensity exercise and red meat. Blood type A is the opposite. Y'all have the weakest immune system, the weakest cardiovascular system. Sir, you should never be vegan. As a blood type O, you are literally eating against your genetics. I'm sorry you're just hearing this after being vegan for 50 years, but if you eat a steak, I'm telling you right now, your body is going to love you. What y'all need to realize is this. You are in a full-blown relationship with your body. There's you, and then there is your body. You're in a relationship. I don't care what vegan, vegetarian, it doesn't matter to me. If you're not eating red meat, you're eating wrong. Period. You can call it whatever you want to call it. I do not get into the semantics of it. I do not care. You care. I don't. Okay? For some reason, y'all just want something to identify with. You want to label yourselves so bad. I'm this. I'm vegan. I'm vegetarian. I'm that. Why can't you just be you? What's up, baby? What you doing? Why can't you just be you? Why does anybody need to know how you're eating? Why does anybody need to know what you are? You're just a freaking human. Okay? All of this shit is just whole made up distraction bullshit. It's just another way to divide us. The vegetarians think that the people shouldn't be eating meat. The meat people think that carnivore people think that vegans are crazy. Listen, statistically, 55% of the US population is supposed to be eating red meat. The other 45% of the US population does not. That is blood type O and B benefit from red meat only, not pork, not chicken. No one benefits from chicken, not nobody. Chicken is one of the most unhealthy things you can ever eat in your life, and it is literally at the root of most of your problems. It was definitely at the root of most of mine. Okay? Chicken and pork. Now think about who are the 2 most unhealthy groups in America? Blacks and Hispanics. What is at the root of our food? What's at the root of our culture? Chicken and pork. Those 2 meats are pushed on us. And then we're the most unhealthy. 71% of the African American community benefits from red meat only. 71%. The other 29% does not benefit from any red meat at all. No animal meat at all. That's what it is. So they've created these conditions in these different lifestyles so that we are always distracted with the bullshit. So as long as we're distracted with the bullshit, we are not paying attention to how they're poisoning us. Because we're so busy arguing with each other, telling another person what they're supposed to be putting in their mouth. I do not worry about what other people put in their mouth. Even in my own house, I do not concern myself with how other people eat. I come here and I give y'all this info, and I go and I feed this machine. This is the only machine I am supposed to maintain. So I do not care what my neighbor is eating. I do not care. They can eat a dick. I don't care. Okay? The only thing you should be focused on is you. Okay? That's the only person's health you're responsible for. Now, if you got some kids, yeah, you might want to think twice about that. I don't, though. I have a son. I don't have any kids. So let's talk about this blood type A. Blood type A, you cannot eat no animal protein. That makes up 42% of the U.S. population is blood type A. 44% of the U.S. population is O. 42% is A. And y'all are the complete opposite. And just because I said you cannot eat any animal protein doesn't mean your body doesn't need protein. It desperately does. Because what is at the root of most of the problems that blood type A has is that you're protein malnourished. Because if you are eating proteins and your body is incapable of breaking those proteins down and digesting them, you're still not getting any of the minerals and nutrients from that food. So you A's are walking around protein malnourished. Here's how you know. Let's talk about cortisol. Okay? Cortisol is the stress hormone. We all have cortisol. Okay? Blood type A and blood type B have the same fight or flight setup. Y'all have a steady stream of cortisol in your blood all day, every day. That cortisol makes you guys naturally stressed out. How many of you are blood type A and you just can't understand why you just stay stressed out all the time? You don't sleep well. It's hard for you to relax. It's hard for you to chill out. It is literally because of cortisol. Okay? Now, that's just natural. But your cortisol levels go up when you are protein malnourished. When you are protein malnourished, it makes more cortisol go into your bloodstream. I'm blood type AB. Okay? So I get that stress too. So when you are protein malnourished, more cortisol goes into your bloodstream. And cortisol settles in your midsection. So if you got that little belly that you can't get rid of, it's cortisol. The fastest way to stress your body out is to eat food it can't digest. Okay? So if you're eating animal protein, you can't digest it because you do not have enough stomach acid to break it down. Tap the screen and share the live. Okay? The reason that A can't eat animal protein like O's can is because O's have an overabundance of stomach acid and A's have none. Okay? They got this much, you got this much. So anytime you're eating animal protein, it's never going to break down. So now you got a stomach full of food that's putrefying. Okay? And that putrefaction is going to create acid reflux. It's going to create a bunch of problems in your body. So now you've caused your cortisol to go higher. And when your cortisol goes up, so does your insulin. blood type A is predisposed to diabetes. How many of y'all are diabetic as a blood type A? Put in the comments. Y'all could literally become diabetics from stress. Y'all can literally become diabetic from stress. Okay? So, you got two hormones that are high. Cortisol and insulin. Now your body requires more protein, more minerals, more nutrients to bring those two hormones back into balance. And when you're not feeding your body nutrient and mineral rich foods that can only be found in proteins, then your body is forced to suck those minerals out of your teeth and your bones. How many of you blood type A's have had to have replacement surgeries? Knee replacement, shoulder replacement, hip replacements. You've had weak teeth, you had to have your teeth removed, or your teeth just break off. You got gum disease, you got osteoporosis, osteopenia, osteoarthritis. It's because your body is sucking minerals out of your skeleton just to survive. Because contrary to all of your efforts, your body wants to live. The only person unaliving you is you. There's no other threat to your body but you. You didn't think about it like that, did you? Y'all worried about people on the street. Y'all worried about men and bears. And the only person that is a threat to you is you. Because every day you're putting the wrong shit in it. You're not giving it enough sleep. You're not giving it enough water. You're not giving it enough sunlight. The body is extremely basic. It does not require an overabundance of things. It only requires the proper food, the proper rest, the proper amount of water, the proper amount of sunlight, and for you to stop stressing the fuck out. That's what's up. Are you sure you're an A? I'm always stressing, on the verge of a panic attack. Listen, if you're a blood type A, y'all need to get on chill. Okay? I take chill every night before I go to bed. I do not stress out about nothing. Most of the people here are on chill already. Okay? Click the link on my bio. This is my top selling product. It is for anxiety and stress. Because 90% of the ailments that you suffer from are exacerbated because of stress. It is amazing. It changed me and everybody I know. All of our lives have changed because of chill. Okay? So let's talk about what it is that you guys are prone to as a blood type A. You are prone to diabetes, heart disease, and certain cancers. Why? Because you have ineffective animal protein breakdown and also poor metabolism of saturated fats. You also have adrenal hormone stress imbalance, that is your cortisol imbalance. Tendencies towards higher cell and blood viscosity. That means you have thicker blood and larger than normal red blood cells. Y'all have naturally thicker blood, which is at the root of your heart disease. We all have this thing in our blood called blood clotting factor 8. That factor 8 is what helps our blood to clot if we ever got into a car accident. Okay? It will keep us from bleeding out. Blood type O has very little blood clotting factor 8. They have the thinnest blood. Okay? But blood type A has the thickest. That's why it's hard for people to have blood clots and pulmonary embolisms as a blood type O. And whenever somebody tells me that their doctor has them on blood thinners as a blood type O, You're being scammed because you already have thin ass blood. How much more can your blood get? How much more thin can your blood be? Okay? There is protein powder for blood type A. You have to get vegan protein. It's on my site too. Okay? Blood type O and blood type A cannot have whey protein shakes because you can't have dairy. So as a blood type A, let's talk about the foods that are at the root of your problems. Yes? Oh no, you, ma'am, it is meant for you to be here today, Miss Bernadette. It is meant for you to be here today. Okay? Remember, 86% of the U.S. population cannot have dairy. Whey is a product of milk. Remember the little curds in whey? Y'all remember hearing curds in whey and you never understood what the hell whey was or what a curd is? The curd is what's used to make cheese and butter, but the whey is the cloudy liquid. So when you boil milk, it will separate. You'll have the curds and you'll have the whey. Who's froze? Go out and come back in. Yeah, protein, chill, fight or flight, the beets, and the collagen. I take all of those. So here are the foods that your body cannot digest as a blood type A. Red meat. Who's on them steps? What you doing on them steps, fat daddy? Come here. What you doing? Come here, my love. What you doing? You're just taking a nap. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay? Oh, you're taking a nap on the steps? Why don't you go get on the couch? You don't want to lay on the couch? Why don't you go get on the couch and take a nap? Oh, so sleepy. Go get on the couch and take a nap. You want to? No? Yes? No? Go get on the couch. Thank you. That's mommy Juju. So here are the foods your body cannot digest as a blood type A. Red meats, beef, lamb, veal, venison, mutton, goat. You can't digest none of that. Pork, organ meats, crustaceans. This is the part that gets y'all every time when I start talking about the seafood. What? Y'all cannot have no lobster. Y'all cannot have no crab. Y'all cannot have no shellfish, which is shrimp, oysters, clams, crawfish, mussels. Y'all can have no seafood. Seafood is high in saturated fats. Blood type A has more heart disease than all the other blood types. And within that, guess what? Well, ma'am, it says in the Bible that you're not supposed to be eating that stuff. It says in the Bible that you're not supposed to be eating that stuff. How come y'all not doing that? Caught up. No one. How is that your fave? This is why you got all them issues, ma'am. Miss Bernadette, this is why you got all them. This is why y'all got a stomach full of parasites. Y'all are literally eating parasites and surprised that you got parasites. Seafood is there to clean the ocean. They are the ocean's janitors. This is why the ocean is so damn dirty, because y'all eating the janitors. Then you complain about how dirty the ocean is. You ate the janitor. Sea roaches. That's what we call them. You got sea roaches, man. Then you're like, how? Oh my God, I can't believe I crave carbohydrates. Well, yeah. That's why you got parasites. Because you're eating parasites. Crab and shrimp eat parasites. And then you eat them. That's what's happening. So what else? You also cannot have no tropical oils. Tropical oils is palm oil, palm kernel oil, avocado oil, and coconut oil. What about tuna? I said seafood. Seafood is not tuna. Tuna is fish. There is a difference between seafood and fish. Hi. When's the last time y'all saw some fish crawling on some... Fish do not have legs. Okay? Listen. Check this out. Also, all of those industrial oils that you guys are eating, corn oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil, grapeseed oil, blood type A's cannot digest any of those oils at all. And also, high-fat cheeses. There are a lot of cheeses that you guys eat that are very, very high in saturated fat. Blood type A, your body cannot digest animal protein or foods that are high in saturated fats. This is why y'all have heart disease more than everybody else. And what group of people in America has more heart disease than everyone else? Black women. Could it be the seafood boils? Could it be? Pecorino is made from goat's milk. That's why. Sheep's milk. It's not goat's milk. Pecorino cheese is made from sheep's milk, not cow. Could it be the seafood boils, ma'am? Well, we have male and female multivitamins. Okay? So we have Ultra Woman for females and Ultra Man for males. And those what I love about our multivitamin is it targets so many different things. So it has all the B vitamins. It's got the folate and the biotin for healthy skin, hair, and nails. It also targets your reproductive organs. So it's everything. Okay? Send what to you? Click on the link and get your vitamins. Okay? Now, let's talk about your thick blood, because it is your thick blood that is at the root of your heart disease. Okay? Y'all naturally have thicker blood. However, there are foods that will make your blood thicker than it already is, which y'all cannot afford to do. Okay? So how many of you have had blood clots or pulmonary embolisms or DVTs? Heart attacks. How many of you have high blood pressure as a blood type A? Put it in the comments. Miss Bernadette, you got everything that I talk about. Are you blood type O or blood type A, Miss Bernadette? You're blood type A? Miss Bernadette, you got one of everything I done mentioned today. Everything I done said, Miss Bernadette, I got that too. I got that too. I got that too. Miss Bernadette, Your mom died last week from a pulmonary embolism and was on blood thinners. I am so sorry for your loss. What was your mom's blood type? Holy crap. Damn. Was your mom a blood type A? Whew. Listen, if you have high blood pressure, if y'all have high blood pressure, it's coming from carbohydrates. Okay? Now I'm going to tell you why it's so detrimental for blood type A. You already have thick blood. Okay? Then you're eating carbohydrates, and those carbohydrates will make you insulin resistant. Now remember, you're already predisposed to diabetes. Then on top of that, you're predisposed to heart disease. Predisposed. So now let's talk about these carbohydrates. When you eat carbohydrates, it's literally telling your body to put glucose into your red blood cells. Okay? None of us are supposed to be eating these carbs. But this is how it works. You had 2 brain aneurysms. My mom and my brother both died from aneurysms. Both of them. My mom was 41, my brother was 28. So when you are eating carbs, it is signaling your body to release glucose into your blood in order to stabilize the sugar that is in your body. Eventually, your red blood cells get sick of your bullshit. When that happens, your red blood cells become resistant to the glucose. When your red blood cells become resistant to the glucose, it causes your arteries and your veins to constrict. So imagine a water hose that you bend in half. Okay? So by your carbohydrate eating, you're making your body insulin resistant, which is then causing your arteries in your veins, which your blood flows through, to become constricted, and that then puts pressure on your heart. That is what sends your blood pressure up. So why do you have high blood pressure? Because you're sitting around eating carbohydrates. Now, let's combine these very small arteries and veins with your very thick blood. What the hell do you think's gonna happen? Blood clots, pulmonary embolisms, DVTs, heart attacks. It's a heart attack waiting to happen. Blood type A has more heart attacks than all the other blood groups. So, what's making your blood even thicker than it already is? So you're eating carbs and then you're eating foods that then make your blood even thicker. Vinegar. Anything with vinegar in it makes your blood thick. And y'all are out here washing your fruits and vegetables with vinegar. I don't even know why y'all think that's going to do anything. No one has ever said that vinegar is a disinfectant. I'm still trying to figure out why y'all think vinegar is supposed to be used on your fruits and vegetables. Then you're taking vinegar shots to lower your blood pressure because some dusty hotep told you, oh, drink apple cider vinegar every day. Then you're wondering why you have blood clots. Okay? Water cleans fruit. What else makes you, and vinegar is in every condiment in your house. Ketchup, mustard, barbecue sauce, hot sauce, mayonnaise, every salad dressing on the market has vinegar in it. Apple cider vinegar is trash, especially Bragg's, that is now owned by Katy Perry and her husband. And they use Bill Gates' apples with the A peel on them. Hi. Doing great. How are you? What else makes your blood thick? Oranges. Oranges and orange juice. How would you like to know that your heart disease is coming from your love of oranges and orange juice? How would you like to know that you got blood clots because you drink orange juice every day? Hi. What else makes your blood thick? Dairy food. How would you like to know that your heart disease comes from your love of cheese? What else makes your blood thick? Liquor. I saw Kevin Hart today, who I cannot stand, on Instagram advertising some new liquor. He has another tequila that he's pushing on y'all. Why is it that every star y'all love got a liquor that they push on y'all? Every star that y'all follow and idolize is selling y'all liquor. Liquor makes your blood thicker. How would you like to know that your blood clots are coming from your liquor? How would you like to know that your heart disease comes from your liquor? What else makes your blood thick? Guar gum. You know what guar gum is in? Your almond milk. Go look at your almond milk. How would you like to know that your blood clots are coming from your almond milk that you think is so healthy? Almond milk is trash. Throw it in the trash. You've been bamboozled again. Now let's talk about this bad bacteria in your gut. Okay? Oh, go look at it. Just go look. First of all, don't buy anything from Silk. Nothing. Do not buy their soy milk. Do not buy their almond milk. Do not buy anything from Silk. There is no such thing as mustard without vinegar. Trust me, I went down that rabbit hole. No such thing. You would have to literally make it yourself with lemon juice and let it ferment for like 4 weeks or some crazy shit. I went down that rabbit hole in the beginning. No such thing. I thought I was on to one time and then bamboozled. Do not buy none of their milk. You are being scammed. Okay? So let's talk about this bad bacteria. Remember when I was talking to blood type O and I was talking about that our bodies are mostly bacteria and we have trillions of bacteria in our body and you can never get rid of bacteria? The only thing you can do is make friends with it and feed it what it likes to eat so that it protects your body. Well, here are the foods that create an overabundance of bad bacteria in your gut. Now, what makes this so dangerous for blood type A is the fact that you already have a weaker immune system than all the other blood types. That also makes you create more mucus than all the other blood types. How many of y'all deal with mucus every day? I deal with it every day. I always got a box of tissues on my desk. All day, every day. Okay? The reason that your body creates more mucus is because you have a weaker immune system. Mucus protects your body. So please stop allowing these hoteps to make you believe that mucus is the beginning of all disease. Literally, mucus is saving you. Okay? The body only has 2 defense mechanisms: mucus and inflammation. Okay? The best soy milk to buy is West Soy. West Soy. Because it only has 2 ingredients: soybeans and water. Okay? Yeah. If you have a weak immune system, your body is trying to overcompensate to protect you. So that mucus will protect you against viruses and fungi and all kinds of shit. Okay? You can get West Soy at Walmart. Okay? So here is what is creating all this bad bacteria. This is also why blood type A has a lot of infections, yeast infections, urinary tract infections, viral infections, because you have an overgrowth of bad bacteria, and then you have a weaker immune system. Okay? So, potatoes, exactly right. Blood type A is never supposed to eat potatoes ever. No potatoes. I don't care what color they are. I don't care what you call them in your country. Y'all are never supposed to eat potatoes. Ooh, you made edamame spaghetti. I love that. You got that, what's the name of that company? Explore Cuisine edamame spaghetti. You're gonna make me have to make that this week. The best, there is an edamame spaghetti that has 42 grams of protein per serving by Explore Cuisine. You can get it from Aldi, you can get it from Sprouts, Amazon if you can't find it in your neck of the woods. Amazing. Okay? Oh, it's out of my cookbook. Did y'all know I have 3 cookbooks for each blood type? I don't know if Kroger has it or not. Kroger over here is called Smith's. Kroger in Vegas is called Smith's. So I don't know if they have it or not. But I usually get it from Sprouts. So what's creating all this bad bacteria that is at the root of alopecia, endometriosis, your yeast infections, any infections, IBS, IBD, COPD, H. pylori, E. coli, stomach cancer. Stomach cancer is extremely prevalent in blood type A's. Okay? So that bad bacteria is what is at the root of those ailments. What's creating it? Potatoes. What else? Ground black pepper, navy beans, kidney beans, lima beans, oranges, again, and whey protein. You want to know why you have your constant urinary tract infections? Those things. So how do we turn this around for blood type A? How do we fill your body with the protein that it is so desperate for? The number one thing that's going to change your life as a blood type A is soy. Soy, 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 soy. I got my soy marinating right now on the counter with my sofrita. Y'all need to look for that sofrita seasoning. I got some better than broth sofrita broth. Because remember, Chipotle sells sofritas. The meat that is a sofrita at Chipotle is tofu with sofrita seasoning. Imagine putting that sofrita broth on your soy curls. It is so good. You've never heard of soy? What? You've never had it. Let me tell you something. Tofu, tempeh, edamame. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. Soy curls are texturized vegetable protein. This is texturized vegetable protein. This is soy. These are made from soybeans. This one turns into ground beef. So it has the texture of ground beef, but it's soy. Because you guys cannot digest beef, you get this. So it's dehydrated and you rehydrate it with broth. Okay? So you can put it in tacos, anything that you would use ground beef for. Get this, 25 grams of protein per serving. A serving is 5/8 of a cup. 8 grams of fiber, only 8 carbs. This whole bag makes 3.5 pounds of ground beef. Okay? We're talking about blood type A. The soy curls are the texture of chicken. So they're dehydrated strips. This is called Just Like Beef. I got this off of Amazon. It cost me like, I don't know, $8, $10. Okay? But it makes 3.5 pounds. So you only need a little bit. And when you rehydrate it, it'll make a whole cup. The soy curls are the texture of chicken, like chicken strips. So I make a soy curl and veggie stir fry. I have that video on my page as well. You rehydrate that with some chicken broth or some of that yondu. So good. So imagine that stir fry with your edamame spaghetti, which I have done, mind you. Soy is a complete protein, just like beef. Super high in iron, so if you are suffering from anemia, super high in iron. It is going to give you energy. It is, if you have any female issues, soy is the world's most powerful isoflavone. So if you're dealing with any female issues like PCOS, soy. I know you guys have heard that soy raises your estrogen. It raises your estrogen if you're blood type O and B. Okay? But the complete protein that the blood type A and AB body needs is going to come from soy. Okay? So if you don't know how tofu is cooked or anything about tofu, I have a 10-minute tutorial on my page. We have so many men that started eating tofu that it literally raised your estrogen. They're Mr. Steve, Mr. Riley, it raises your estrogen if you are, it raises your testosterone if you are a blood type A. Okay? Because in blood type A, it lowers your estrogen. It raises your estrogen if you are an O and a B. Remember, O and A are the complete opposite. So whereas beef benefits O, it hurts A. Soy hurts O, benefits A. You're going to feel amazing as a man when you start eating tofu. All of the men here that eat tofu are amazed at how their bodies transform. Okay? Also, blood type A benefits from 25 different fish. There is never a time in your life as a blood type A that you should have been vegetarian or vegan. Okay? Y'all benefit from 3 types of salmon, cod, sardines, snapper, all of that. Okay? So between soy and fish, everything is going to turn around for you guys. Okay? We've had several blood type A's come up off their drugs. They have lost a ton. Esther, for example, lost 86 pounds since February. Come off of all of her drugs, her high blood pressure meds, all of that. See you next time. Okay? So, also there are acceptable legumes, beans, and nuts that you benefit from. One powerful legume for blood type A's is peanuts. Okay? What is going to thin out that thick blood of yours as a blood type A? Increasing your water intake and lemons. First 2 things. There should never be a time in your life that you don't drink a glass of lemon water every day. Okay? As a blood type A, with that excessive amount, everybody always says they're allergic to peanuts as an A, and I don't think you are. Here's what I know. When you first start on this journey, the things that you were allergic to, you won't be allergic to anymore. Like when I first started out, I could not eat watermelon, and watermelon benefited me. But the reason that I knew that the watermelon was hurting me is because anytime I had inflammation or anytime I was eating something that had sugar in it, it would always make my ankle swell, my right ankle. So when I first started and I was eating watermelon, I could not eat it because of the sugar in the watermelon. But as time progressed and my body started healing itself, I could tolerate the things that I couldn't tolerate before. So wherever you are on your journey, okay, if you had trouble with those things in the beginning, as you progress, you will be able to add those things to your diet. Okay? Right now, you got to get that old shit out. Pistachios don't benefit anybody, sweetheart. Nobody. And y'all better be careful with those pistachios because there is a chemical called paraquat. Because most of y'all are buying your pistachios from the Wonderful Company that's based in California. Okay? Just like Chlormequat, there's a chemical called paraquat. They spray paraquat on pistachios and pomegranates. Y'all out here drinking that palm juice, that's from the Wonderful Company. It is packed with paraquat. Paraquat does the same thing that Chlormequat does, and it targets your reproductive organs and raises your estrogen. That's why you're not supposed to be eating oats. So leave those pistachios alone, sweetheart. So, to thin out your blood and get it running through your veins the way it's designed to, lemons and water. Now, when you start your day with lemon water, oh, y'all are not supposed to be eating nothing oat. Granola, cookies, oatmeal, Cheerios, none of that shit. Oats immediately raise your estrogen, and your autoimmune diseases feed on estrogen. If you got oats in your house, throw them in the trash and do not give them to your kids. And if you are a man eating oats, it's raising your estrogen and lowering your testosterone. Because blood type A makes so much mucus, if you start your day with lemon water, it's going to break up that accumulated mucus from overnight. So start your day with lukewarm, just put it on your nightstand at night before you go to bed, and first thing in the morning, drink that lemon juice. So it's going to break up that mucus and give you really smooth bowel movements. I benefit from oats too, ma'am. I don't eat them because of the chemicals. Today's oats are not yesterday's oats. And honestly, no one should be eating oats. That's for horses. Because oats immediately skyrocket your blood sugar. Why hasn't no one told y'all that? Oats immediately skyrocket your blood sugar. You're roasting some pumpkin? I wish I benefited from pumpkin. Because I love a pumpkin seed. Love it. Ugh. I have pumpkin seed recipes in my recipe books. Because y'all can put different spices on your roasted pumpkin seeds. Like cinnamon, and there's some other ones that make it spicy. You can put a little cayenne on it, a little salt. Go get the recipe books. What else is going to thin out your blood besides lemon and water? Pineapple, blueberries, blackberries, green tea, which I drink every day. Okay? And here are the oils that are acceptable for blood type A. Olive oil, flaxseed oil, and walnut oil. All three of those are anti-inflammatory. Okay? So what food makes your bacteria happy? Escarole, dandelion, chard, rapini, which is broccoli rabe, fava beans, prunes, and silver dollar mushrooms. If I were blood type A, I would just eat a couple of prunes every day. Okay? I would drink some dandelion tea every day. So that's it for blood type A. This is not the full foods list. This is what ailments are you prone to, what foods are triggering those ailments, and what foods can reverse them. Okay? So go get your full foods list by clicking my name. When a white thing pops up, hit my name again and we'll take you to my page. Click the link, download the foods list. You've never heard of these foods? That's what Google's for, man. You don't need no honey. Just drink the tea. Do y'all know how honey is hard on your kidneys? I hope y'all don't have no kidney issues. Nobody is supposed to be drinking honey every day. Okay? So where's blood type B? If we don't have no B's, can we do it tomorrow? Because it's late. Can we do it tomorrow? Because it's 8 o'clock already. I came on here late today because I have business meetings. Can we do it tomorrow? It's 11 o'clock over there. Okay. I'm sorry I was late. I promise I will not be late tomorrow. I had a business meeting with somebody in Australia. We had a Zoom meeting. Skip A. How about we start with B tomorrow? We'll do B and AB tomorrow, but we'll start with B tomorrow. Yeah? So we're going to get right into that chicken. We're going to get right into that chicken tomorrow because B is all about the chicken and the estrogen. So if you know anybody that has autoimmune diseases, you better invite them to the live. Okay? I'll be here by 6 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. Okay? Because I'm not going to be here Thursday because I'm watching that debate. I'm not going to be here on Thursday because I'm going to be sitting up watching that damn debate. That's one of them things you got to be there and see. I don't want to see no clips of it. I want to see the whole thing from the rooter to the tutor. No, but the book is on Amazon. You get the book wherever books are sold. But I suggest you getting the foods list. Okay? Nice to meet you too. I'll see you guys back. Fats, you want to say goodbye? Fats, come say goodbye. Come here. Come here. Say goodbye to everybody. Tell them you see him tomorrow. You gonna see him tomorrow? All right, you ready? Mommy's done. I'm done working. You ready? All right, Fats will see y'all back here tomorrow. I love you. Bye. Okay, Fat. Okay, Fat Daddy. Mommy's